Hi, my name is Evelina Robert and I'm going to talk about the current trends in CLT. The reason of the approach is based on the notion of communicative competence as the goal of a second in foreign language teaching. A communicative syllabus and methodology are the ways of achieving this goal. There is not an agreement of how theory and practice of communicative language teaching should be put into a practice. To conclude the introduction, we should consider other assumptions about current practice in communicative language teaching. I'm going to mention the 10 core assumptions of current CLT. One, is easier to learn a second language if we have a meaningful interaction. Two, to have an effective class, we need tasks and exercise that explain their language resource, notice how language is used, and take part in meaningful interpersonal exchange. 3. To get meaningful communication, we have to teach content relevant, purposeful, interesting, and engaging. 4. Communication is a process which calls the use of several language skills of modalities. 5. Language learning is facilitated both by activities that involve inductive and discovery learning. 6. Language learning is a gradual process based on a creative use of language and trial and error. 7. Learners develop their own routes in different rates. 8. Successful language learning involves the use of effective learning and communication strategies. 9. The role of the teacher in the language classroom is that of a facilitator. And finally, the classroom is the community where learners learn through collaboration and sharing. Characteristic of activities. These activities could be grammatical, developed to the ability to communicate, communication and interaction, inductive and deductive learning of grammar, content, context of the student, and use of materials. Nowadays, CLT depends on in the first place the teaching context, in the second place the age of the learners, further point their level, the last one their learning goals, research theory of building, connecting school with the world beyond, helping a student to understand, part orientation, importance of meaning, learning as a lifelong process. Now I'm going to mention the 8 change in CLT paradigm. The first one is learner autonomy. The second one is the social nature of learning. Next, curricular interaction, focus on the meaning, diversity, thinking skill, alternative assessment, and finally, teacher as a co-learners. This is all about current trends in communicative language teaching.